welcome to the Exotics Racing channel. I'm Doreen. I'm one of the instructors working here at Exotics Racing, and I want to show you a bit more behind the scenes, a bit more insights of Exotics Racing. So this video is about me and the other instructors, because we get so many questions from the people who come here on social media about our job, like questions like how did we get that job, where people can apply, or how does a normal day look like, what was the scariest we experienced in a car, and all that questions. So I will at least answer some of them in that video, but yeah, feel free if you have some more, just write them down in the comments and then I will answer to that questions as well. So let's start with the most popular question of all: how to become an instructor at Exotics Racing. So first of all, you need some racing background. So it doesn't matter if it's go-kart, rallycross, touring car, whatever, but you need to have the racing background, because that gives you a very good understanding of how to drive a car at the limit. And you need that to be able to show that to other people. So all of our instructors come from different areas of racing, but they have all a certain background of racing. Second, you need to have the skills to teach people. So even if you're the fastest race car driver on this planet, it doesn't mean that you are a good instructor, because you need to be able to see the mistakes of the driver, of the customer. You need to be able to correct it right in time, and also you need to deal with like certain situations. So maybe some customers, they don't speak English very well, so you need to deal with that. You need to be very patient very often. You need to have a good reaction. So all these kind of skills are also very important when you want to become an instructor. A lot of our instructors here also had experience in instructing from other companies. So yeah, so they worked for other companies before, so they had the racing background and they had experience from other racing school or that kind of stuff before they came here. When the instructors start to work here, it's not that they are allowed to work right away, because you need to have a training first, because every company is different. Even if people worked before, so for other racing schools, every place and every company is different. So every instructor, when they started, had to do a training at Exotics Racing, because you need to learn the track, the cars, like all the processes we run here. It's something you need to learn. So I had to do it, everybody else had to do it. We had to do a training, and then at the end we had to do a test, and only if we got approved by the boss we were allowed to work here at Exotics Racing. And yeah, that's exactly how I did it. Like I did exactly that way. I started in racing, in touring cars, approximately, I don't know, 10 years ago. And yeah, like 5 years ago, I started to work as an instructor in Europe for Mercedes-Benz. So I had to do a very long training for Mercedes-Benz to work for them. And then 1 year ago, I moved to Las Vegas, and I did the training for Exotics Racing here. And yeah, I made it, and now I'm very lucky to work here as an instructor. Another question I got was, what is the best part of that job? And yeah, we have like, we are working with supercars on the racetrack. That's already like, wow. We have the coolest cars on the parking here in our pit. You can imagine. But personally, for me, the best part is to make all the people happy, because they come here and it's like a lifetime dream to drive a Ferrari on the racetrack, and they step out of that car with the biggest smile in their face, and that makes me happy as well, to see that we make the dreams come true. And yeah, that's so nice for me every day when I see all the smiles. It's so cool to be able to make people so happy. Another question was, is it like a part-time or a full-time job? And here I can say it can be both. Some of our instructors, they have other jobs on the side and they only work 1 or 2 days for exotics racing, but we also have instructors who work full-time for exotics racing. So it can be both. Some people asked me before if I'm ever scared in the car, and personally, before I started to work here, I thought it would be scary because the people who come here, they normally never drove with such a fast car on a racetrack. So yeah, to sit with them on the passenger seat, I thought it would be scary. But to be honest, it's not. I feel very comfortable in the car with them because the people who come here, they listen to the instructor, you know, they don't go out and do crazy stuff. Of course it can happen, don't get me wrong, but the majority of people give me a very safe feeling because they say, hey, I listen to you completely, tell me what to do, and make sure it's all safe. And yeah, that's what we do. We push the people to make them, of course, faster, but also we make sure it's safe. And also we have a brake pedal on our side. So we don't use it very often, but sometimes like people get stressed and they mix up the gas with the brake, or they brake not enough. So we always can help them with the brakes to make sure it's 100% safe on our track. And yeah, that also gives me, of course, a security and a good feeling with all the customers in the car. So guys, that's it for today. I hope I could answer your questions. If there are any other questions you would like to know, just leave a comment down there and then I will answer them as soon as possible. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.